Today we are discussing the interview questions and answers for AWS Certified Developer Associate. You can download the complete list of AWS based questions from the link provided in the description. Our interview question based on Certified Developer Associate is: how does AWS Lambda handle error handling and retries? Your answer should be AWS Lambda provides built-in error handling and retries for functions. If an error occurs during function execution, Lambda automatically retries the function execution up to 2 additional times. You can also configure error handling and retries using error handling settings in Lambda functions. Our next interview question is: what is AWS Cognito? Your answer should be AWS Cognito is a fully managed authentication and user management service provided by AWS. It allows you to add user sign up, sign in, and access control to web and mobile apps quickly and easily. Our next interview question is: explain the concept of AWS X-ray. Your answer should be AWS X-ray is a distributed tracing service that helps developers analyze and debug applications running on AWS. It provides end-to-end visibility into requests as they travel through your application, enabling you to identify performance bottlenecks and troubleshoot issues. Our next interview question is: what is AWS IAM role chaining? Your answer should be AWS IAM role chaining is a method of assuming multiple IAM roles in a single AWS session. It allows you to delegate access across multiple AWS accounts or services without requiring long-term credentials. Our next interview question is: explain the concept of AWS CloudWatch events. Your answer should be AWS CloudWatch events is a stream of system events emitted by AWS services or custom applications. These events can trigger automated actions through AWS Lambda functions, AWS step functions, or other targets, allowing you to respond to changes in your AWS environment automatically. Our next interview question is: what is AWS Code Commit and how does it differ from other version control systems? Your answer should be AWS Code Commit is a fully managed source control service provided by AWS, offering secure and scalable hosting for private Git repositories. Unlike traditional version control system, Code Commit integrates seamlessly with other AWS services and provides high availability, scalability, and built-in security features. Our next interview question is: explain the difference between AWS Code Build and AWS Code Deploy. Your answer should be AWS Code Build is a fully managed build service that compiles source code, runs tests, and produces software packages that are ready for deployment. AWS Code Deploy, on the other hand, is a deployment service that automates the deployment of applications to a variety of compute services like EC2 instances, Lambda functions, and ECS clusters. Our next interview question is: what are AWS Lambda environment variables and how can you use them? Your answer should be AWS Lambda environment variables are key value pairs that you can configure and access within your Lambda function code. They allow you to pass configuration values, secrets, or other information to your function without hard coding them in your code, providing flexibility and security. Our next interview question is, what is AWS SQS FIFO queue and how does it differ from standard SQS queues? Your answer should be AWS SQS FIFO, that is first in first out queue, is a type of Amazon SQS queue that guarantees exactly once processing and preserves the order of messages. Unlike standard SQS queues, FIFO queues support message groups, which allow you to ensure that messages within a group are processed in order. If you are preparing for any AWS-based certifications, you can download the complete list of valid, tried and tested questions and answers from the link provided in the description below.